Hey guys, welcome back. So, I've got this little box here. It was sent over by the folks over at Stirlingkit. They're the ones who sent me that turbine, that cutaway turbine, or turbine, whichever way you want to call it, engine. And this is a Mad RC V8 simulation engine. So it's a model engine. So I'm going to build it and going to check it out. So that's what it will be. Overhead cam type engine. Looks a lot like a Ford Coyote. It says the installation manual is on the USB drive. So here we go. Got the foam Mad cut out. Here's looks like maybe the front or the rear of the engine flywheel. Looks like, I don't know if that's a pulley or an oil filter right there, but anyway, that looks like where the transmission would bolt up ish. Oh, this has a motor. Okay, I didn't realize it actually had a motor. I just thought it was a model. Okay, cool. Alright, so there's the block, and it's like the valve covers right there. Cool. And the oil pan with Mad on it. That's neat. So it's actually got the open cylinders. These things got the water jackets. That's pretty neat. I don't know exactly what this is modeled after, but it just looks a lot like a Ford. But I'm not sure, because there's all kind of European cars and all that are overhead cam. I don't know. Here's the cylinder heads. Piece. Looks like injector line's loose right there. Let me get them out. Cylinder heads. Look at that. That's pretty darn cool. You can actually see the valve. Well, you can't on the camera, but you can. It's actually open through there. So where the valves are, there's your intake right there. That's pretty cool. Man, those things are neat. Look at that. It's hemispherical head too. Half of a ball, or a partial ball. It's hemispherical, so it's round. It's a Hemi, man. That's pretty neat. So I guess those are the intake on this side, and probably exhaust on this side. Wow, that's really detailed. Here's the alternator. Air conditioning. Look at that air conditioning compressor right there. It's pretty cool. So you actually have an armature also that goes in the alternator. I believe that's what that is. Look at that. Put a little detail paint in there, make it copper or whatever. That would look cool as can be. This stuff is pre-painted. So it's, this whole tree has been painted. But because I guess this stuff is 3D printed. Maybe it's cast. I don't know. But anyway, it can't be cast. It must be 3D printed. But yeah, that is too cool. What is it? Even got the guts for the compressor? Oh no. Huh. Oh, there's your intake. So what was I looking at earlier? What the heck? So this goes. Oh, that's the bottom half of the intake, because you can see the ports go through right there. So then here's the black plastic upper part of the intake, and then there's the I guess an air inlet, and there's the exhaust. Got a nice metallic finish on them already, and they're hollow. I do believe that the tubes are all hollow. That's neat. And there's another tree. Let me just get this right here. Oh, there's two more trees. Alright, so these are, what the heck is that? Oh, there's your coil packs. There's coil packs and some other pulleys, I guess. Not sure. Anyway, there's all your coil packs. Oh, now here's your pulleys. There's all your pulleys right there. That's cool. Oh, and it's got, oh, there's the thumb drive. Okay, so yeah, there's a thumb drive included. Here's a little drive motor. I don't know where that goes, but we'll find out. Very much gear reduced. Probably turns super slow. Simulation belt and ignition coil wires. And here's the PCB for the motor right there. There's, holy cow, those things are tiny. Look at that. I hope they sent extras. The last kit they did, they actually sent extra screws because I knew you're going to lose some of them. Son of a gun, I got to find a small screwdriver. And there's some more. Holy cow. Those things are itty bitty. Here's copper column bearings. Oh, it actually has bearings. This is pretty cool. Wow, look at some of those bearings. These right here. They look like little roller bearings. Dang it, man. That is so small. Looks like some gears. Also, thought I was gonna put this thing together in like 10 minutes. This is gonna be a little while. And here's a threaded screw pack, and it's got that's probably what the motor connects to. And the thumb drive here with the instruction manual on it. And here are two little things that I don't know what they are, but we'll find out. I have no clue what that is. It's some sort of gear that runs on each other. I don't know what that is. Alright, so I'll get the instructions uploaded to the computer and go from there. Alright, stand by. Alright, so I'm all set up on the bench here. Got the laptop with the instruction manual. Quite a few steps. Let's just go to the bottom real fast. I'll see how many there are. What was that? Looked like a hat. I did. So the valve covers come painted silver. I have painted the valve covers red. I think that looks cool. And also it has breathers. Let's see. Okay, right there. See how the breathers are blue? I painted them blue. I think that's gonna look cool. I sprayed it black first, and then I shot it over with Tamiya blue. But anyway, all right. So I'm going to get back to step one. Right here. And it's just a model kit. I mean, it's stuff on a sprue. So it's a model kit, and that's how you build it. So some of the stuff, if you want to paint it, like I think the alternator, armature, and all that, you could, paint that stuff and make it look super real. This thing's actually got a starter gear on the starter. And it's pretty cool. That is, okay, so that is, I just see that. That's the oil filter and the oil filter element. Like, which is crazy, Although you won't see the element, I guess if you had it, you wanted to display it in some fashion that, I don't know. It's neat. But, there's the flywheel. And you got to clean up a little bit. There's just like any model kit. You got to clean up where the sprue was attached, if you don't cut your finger. there's that darn cut that I had. You can't see anything because it's not focusing. But anyway, yeah, there's that cut on my finger. It's a lot worse than you think. Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna start cutting some parts off, put this thing in fast forward motion, and yeah, let's see where we get. All right, so I've got some progress. It's looking pretty cool. Screws are tiny. Let me tell you what, they're tiny. And then so you get into, let me see if I can zoom in on these little brass bushing coupler things. Let's see, pretty close right there. I just want you to see how small these things are. So I have this part that it probably won't focus in on, but anyway, it's an impeller for the water pump. And then this little guy right here has got to be put inside there. And I'm having pretty good success getting these in. It's all working out great. But I just want you to see how small. They have got some little precise stuff. So let me zoom back out. I'll drop this on the floor and I'll never find it. Just to give you a reference how small this thing is. See that? That's a threaded bushing. So you have to get it, you have to put it, see if I can do it right here on camera. I think that's the one that goes there. So we'll take it with the tweezers. You can't see it, but anyway. Set it right on top there. Oh, it went right in. Okay. Okay, so that one didn't press in, but it will, anyway. Okay, well, that was easier than I thought. So it goes right in the little impeller. No, it doesn't. It goes on the back side. That's what the problem is. I put it on the wrong side. So it goes on that side. Doesn't it? Yes. It goes right. Goes right there. And then your screw goes through, and anyway. This stuff's working out pretty good. It's pretty neat. The oil pan isn't supposed to be mounted yet, but got the I did paint the center portion of the alternator to give it some contrast, but your electric motor is inside where the crankshaft is. It's got a shaft that runs above that, which connects the flywheel with a rubber band type O-ring type of belt, and that shaft. So here's your crankshaft, which is run by the motor. It turns, looks like what would be your, it looks like a camshaft, but it's not. But anyway, that turns that, and then it has a shaft that runs all the way through and goes down, and then it turns your flywheel. So you'll be able to see your flywheel and all that stuff move. So it's pretty darn cool. I also got the oil filter painted. I got the valve covers painted red. They just came silver. And the air filters, I did paint them. I can't really see the screen to tell you what it looks like. But anyway, they're blue. That's what they were showing, some sort of a K&N style filter. But anyway, it's going good. So I'll continue on. Probably been working on it for an hour and a half. So I'm looking at probably this would be something like maybe a 4 hour. If you just built it without, if you want to go and repaint a lot of stuff, it'd take longer. But anyway, probably about 4 hours. It's going good. All right. All right, so I'm getting close to getting it complete. So there's, with the fuel rails on, the intakes on, all the pulleys, got the oil filter. So I have now ignition packs to put on. I have the my air filter, one of them. The other one I've still got to put on. And this has got like a little locking system, so see the tabs, and those tabs will fit up in and then lock in place, which is pretty darn cool. So anyway, it's getting there. Won't be but a little bit more and I'll have it complete. And I do have to figure out how I'm going to power it, because you would what it shows, where's the power wire? So the power wire plugs into the bottom of it. Right there's the power wire, plugs into the bottom where the controller is, the PCB. But this end, if you know anything about RCs, that's a Futaba style connector, male connector, and that would plug into your remote receiver, and then you could control it forward or backwards, but or maybe just forward. But I think I'm going to end up cutting this wire off, this connector, and the turbine that I got from them, I think I'm going to try to use that power pack to turn it on. So I'll have to see. But anyways, I'm almost done. Won't be but a second. Got to get, also has the here are the two belts, also has the detail wiring for the ignitions. So those are the last few things. Get the exhaust on there, and yeah, pretty cool. Almost done. Alright guys, here it is, all finished up, and man, did this thing turned out great. I think it looks so cool. Didn't come with an engine stand. I just took one of the trees that had some parts and cut it to where it would sit on it to make a nice little engine stand. So I guess it does kind of come with an engine stand. You just gotta make it out of the stuff they gave you. But unfortunately, I can't make it turn because I don't have a receiver. I tried to use the power supply from the turbine, but I couldn't get it to work, so that's unfortunate. But if it was working, all of these pulleys would turn. You would see the alternator and all the, there's two different belts on the actually there's 4 belts total. There's these two, there's 2 on the inside as well, and get it off of here. Flywheel would turn. So I painted the valve covers. They were just silver like everything else, and I painted those. I painted the breathers. Those come unpainted, so I just sprayed a little black, painted on black first. That's just this portion, just the filter element, and then I went back over with some Tamiya blue. Most everything comes already painted. The alternator here, I did go in there in that center section, which the alternator actually screws together. You can see the screws holding it together, which is cool. And all those parts inside turn. So the rotor, I can't turn it though because I can't turn the motor. But anyway, there's a rotor inside there. You can see it turning. The air conditioning compressor actually has the internal components of the compressor. You know, one piece in there, but they actually have the internal parts. The oil filter has an oil filter element, so when you take the oil filter off, there's an element. Also the water pump, which is right there, just you can see that pulley right there. There's a water pump. It's got an impeller in it. So there's some really neat things. Oh, my oil cap is about to come off. There we go. So the oil cap, it actually you can actually twist it and it locks in place. It built up really nice. I glued some things that could have been screwed. The cylinder heads, they all screw down, but I just chose to glue them down because it was quicker and easier for me, and I'm not going to be pulling them back off. The breather, there is a butterfly that you put in there. So I went ahead and painted that too to give it some some more character. But yeah, all in all, this is really cool, especially if you could get it to turn. Maybe I can get with Stirlingkit and they can give some more direction on what I can do to get get it to where it can turn it. Maybe what voltage it is. I'm not 100% sure. If I knew what voltage the little motor was, then I can fix something up to make it turn, because it's cool to have it on a display and to see the flywheel and all the pulleys turning. So yeah, that's the only thing. I wish I could do that, but at this time it ain't possible. All the spark plug boots, the spark plug wires, that all comes with it. Everything you see here. Only thing I did was paint the valve covers, paint the breathers, paint the alternator. Oh, I did some black washing up front just to give it a little character. So yeah, I black washed the fronts of the cylinder heads. I black washed the oil cooler right here. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty darn cool. And I did chrome the injector lines, if it would focus back on it, which would be really amazing. Let me see here. There we go. I did, because your tree is hooked to the tops here, and when you clip it off, you lose some of your chrome. So I just took Molotov chrome paint and painted the injector rail. And then you take that little tree right there and kind of get it to fit right behind the headers. And just like that, got yourself a nice little display stand. Pretty cool. It's going to look good up on the shelf. So I want to thank Stirlingkit for sending me this. And also, I'll have linked in the description, there will be a discount code. That discount code is MCV. Model Car Videos, MCV. But there'll be the link to it. The discount code will be there. And all the stuff that you need to know how to get this. So Christmas is a-coming. You could buy that as a gift for somebody. I'm going to have a slideshow now of pictures. It takes really good pictures too. So anyway, I'm going to have that. And I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. As always, never going to leave him out, even though he didn't send me this. Stirlingkit did. Always go check out hobbynutmodels.com. Thank you to my Patreon members. If you want a t-shirt or anything like that, the Patreon store is the spring store is always linked in the description of the video, so go check that out. Oh, I forgot I did paint the Fram oil filter, although Fram probably isn't, well, I won't even go there. Anyway, I just thought orange looks good. Yeah, all the things in the description of the video, especially go to Stirlingkit and check out this engine and the other stuff that they have. So anyway, thanks guys for watching, and yeah, let me know if you've ever built one of these, or if you get one, let me know how it goes. Alright guys, you take care, and we'll see you later. Bye.